Welcome to Intuitive Alchemy, where we recode your reality from the inside out. I'm your host, Sydney, trained intuitive, energetic alchemist, and certified hypnotherapist. And this podcast is here for the woman who is done playing small. Here, we go deep into energy, identity, universal law, source truths, and the neuroscience behind what actually creates lasting change. No fluff, no filters, just conversations that shift your frequency and call you back to the most powerful version of you, the one who knows it was always her and it can only be gotten from her. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to Intuitive Alchemy. This is your weekly Alchemy Hit. We're just going to jump right into it. I really want to keep these short and sweet and just really punchy and potent. And so today I want to talk about a personal story, as I typically do, and just kind of hopefully have this story and this kind of topic activate you and hopefully inspire you to maybe look at some ways that you may be doing this exact same thing in your life in one or more areas. So basically, the question or the theme of this episode is, where are you overcomplicating it? Where are you making it harder than it needs to be? And I find myself doing this just way more often than I even want to admit, if I'm being honest with you. And I can be a huge procrastinator, which in some ways, like, this works for me, and it means that I can get things done. Like, I work well under pressure and I can get things done last minute, like really, really well. And in fact, I need to have that level of pressure to get something done in the way that I would like to for it to be done. But in some areas, this is like not great, you don't want to procrastinate on everything. So here's my little story. Okay. This is like, honestly, it's kind of embarrassing, but this is the truth. And so I'm just going to tell it. So I got my car in 2021 and it's a 2020. So I got it. It had like I think it had like 10,000 miles on it. And probably maybe a year after I got it, one of the tires, it was the back passenger tire, was always having like low tire pressure, but like it would be every couple months that it would happen. And it was always that same tire. So it was like a slow leak, like a very slow leak. And so I was just kind of like, well, I don't want to go get a whole new tire for just that. Like, I could just go get it filled every couple months or every month or whatever. Not that big of a deal. And because I'm like, there's such low miles on these tires, I really don't want to have to go replace it. And it was never an issue of it being like fully flat or anything like that. So years go by, okay? And this is the part where I'm kind of like, okay, this is a little bit embarrassing, but years go by and we moved to Arizona. And I drive my car less here than I did when I lived in Tulsa, just because like I just do. And especially right now when it's 1,000 degrees outside, I just like kind of don't leave the house if I don't have to. And so what has been happening is the pressure goes down like way faster here. It was. And so like once a week, whenever I would pretty much drive my car, I would need to go fill it. And so it got to the point where I was like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. This is getting annoying. I'm just going to go get a new tire finally, and I'll just spend the money, whatever. It doesn't matter that there's only like 35,000 miles on my car. Like, that's stupid to me that I would have to replace a tire at that low of miles, but like, I'm just going to do it because we're about to go on a road trip with my car and I would rather just be safe than sorry. So after all of this, like basically just avoiding and procrastinating and like having it be a thing that was like always in the back of my mind, like I wouldn't say that I was like super, super stressed about it, but like it was just a thing, like it was clogging up my mental capacity to some degree. And so finally last week I was just like, oh, okay, like there's literally a discount tire like 2 blocks from our house. Why don't I like, will you just, I asked Corey, like, will you just take me there and we can just have the freaking tire replaced? Like, it is what it is. And so we go and we're checking in and everything. And the guy is like, well, if we can repair it, like, do you want us to just repair it instead of a whole new tire? And cause he looked at it and he's like, the treads are still really good. Like, and it's a Bridgestone tire. Like, it's really nice. And so I was like, yeah, sure. Of course. Like, if you can repair it, which like in my mind, this wasn't even like, that wasn't even really on my radar because also like, I don't know really anything about cars and stuff like that. And so I think it was like my assumption, which again, this is programming. But like, I feel like it was probably my assumption going into it that like, no matter what, they were going to try to upsell me or they were going to try to get me to spend more money, like even if it could have been repairable. And so like, I just literally didn't even like think of the outcome where I wouldn't have to get in. Like in my mind, I was getting a new tire this day. Like I was spending the money and getting a new tire, but I wasn't like excited about that. And so we leave it. I gave him permission. Like I said, okay, if you can fix it, fix it. But if you can't, go ahead. Like you have my permission, like put a new tire on it. And so I get the notification like an hour later that it's done, but it didn't say like what was done. It just said that it was done. So so we're like, okay, let's go find out, you know. So we get there and he's like, "Yep, we repaired it. No problem. You don't owe anything. That's a free service that we have at Discount Tire." And I was just like a mix of like super excited and grateful that like I didn't have to like literally pay a single dime or anything. And like, that was such a quick and easy thing and fix. But then I was also like equally annoyed at myself that I could have literally done that years, like however, 2 years prior or whatever, whenever this problem started happening. But I didn't. I've like made it way more complicated than it ever had to be. And I let it basically just kind of be like running in the background of my mind and of my energy. And like I said, even though it's not like I was like losing sleep over it, it's just like whenever we have multiple, I would call it an energy leak. Whenever we have multiple like energy leaks or things in the back of our mind that like things on our to-do list or things that we know, that we need to do, like that does impact your energetic clarity. It can impact your intuition. It can impact how clear you are on like being decisive or just your connection with your higher self. It definitely can impact your nervous system as well. And so I just want to use that story as hopefully a source of like inspiration for you to look at your life and be like, okay, let me just get so real. Like, let me be so for real with myself and just where am I making it way more complicated than it needs to be? And even if it's not a situation of like, oh, it turns out to be free and it turns out that literally it was no big deal at all. Like that's not always going to be the case, but like, how much better are you going to feel whenever you take care of it anyway? Because even if I did have to pay for the tire, I mean, I wasn't going to be like super excited about that, but like I would have been excited by just knowing that it was taken care of and it's no longer a thing that has to like use any of my mental energy at all. I just know now that it's taken care of. It's kind of like when you clean your house and you're just like, oh my God, like everything just feels like it's right in the world now. Like my mental clarity is so much better and stronger whenever we have, you know, clean sheets and a clean house and a stocked fridge or, you know, a full gas tank, whatever that is for you that you're just like maybe putting off, like you've got dishes in the sink. How easy is that? You can literally just go do it and have like, it's like a little energetic upgrade. Like that's so easy. And, you know, sometimes it's bigger than that. Sometimes it's bigger than dishes, but sometimes it literally is like, can you put your laundry away? And like, I'm speaking to myself too, because that's another thing that I procrastinate on. And Corey, like, I think it drives Corey crazy because he's one of those people that like, he'll he'll switch his laundry from the washer to the dryer as soon as the washer goes off. As soon as the dryer goes off, he's folding his clothes. And I'm like, I could never be me. I need 3 to 5 business days at least for the clothes to like sit on the guest bed. And then maybe I'll put them away. Like, I don't know. That's an area that I can clean up though. Like I'm joking about it because it's like kind of funny, but then also like, I also realize that that's an energetic leak. That's a thing that like every day when I come into the guest bedroom, you know, that's because that's where my office is. I see that, and how much better would I feel if I didn't see that? So basically, as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to go ahead and probably put the clothes away and fold the towels that are on the guest bed. But anyway, so I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. But where are you overcomplicating it? Where do you need to take an action that could literally shift your energy, give you more energetic clarity, give you more mental clarity, and just kind of create some space for yourself, and also a gift to your nervous system. So I'm all about the nervous system right now. I am going to be recording a very, very in-depth episode, at least one. It might even turn into like a two or 3 part series, but we're going to be talking about that within the next few weeks. So anyway, I hope that this episode served you. If it did, or if any of my others have, please share it on your story and tag me. I would love to connect with you, and I will talk to you so soon. If this episode sparked something in you, share it with a friend who needs it. Take a screenshot, post it to your Instagram story, and tag me at Intuitively Sydney. That's SIDNEY. I would love, love, love to see who's tuning in so I can connect with you and celebrate you. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you next Tuesday.